Hi everyone, this is Xanthi and welcome to my channel Into Pieces. Now, you might have noticed if you've been here before that I am sitting in a different room, and yes, I have another room full of puzzles. Now, the reason I'm sitting here is because I'm talking about New Year's puzzling resolutions. It's something that I've been thinking about for quite a few months. Don't tend to do New Year's resolutions, but I thought it might be good to attempt, and I say attempt, a puzzling one. Now, the obvious one is stop buying puzzles. um, I'll pop up some video footage and some photos of my puzzle collection. I live in a very small home and I live here with my partner and a cat, and there's only so much room that I have got here. And as you know, puzzles do tend to take up quite a bit of space. And I have other hobbies too, and that requires more space. But yeah, when I started thinking, okay, maybe for a year I can stop buying puzzles because look at all of this. I have got puzzles stashed away in wardrobes. I've got them up on bookshelves. I have also got them up on a shelf that runs down through my hallway. That my partner Marcus just popped some shelves out there because there was some dead space up around the ceiling. So, and they fit these sort of smaller square box type of puzzles quite well up there. Stuff like Buffalo games, Seiko, masterpieces, the type. They fit up there pretty well. So, we use that. Thing is, though, is as I've heard some other people say, there are two hobbies to puzzling. One is buying puzzles, collecting puzzles, and the other one is doing puzzles. Now, unfortunately, it's a lot easier and quicker to buy puzzles than it is to actually do them. So I found that I was buying them quicker than I could finish them, and some I moved on, some I hung on to because I like them. But yes, space is an issue. So the resolution of not buying puzzles for a year is pretty radical for me. And the more I thought about it, I thought, oh, well, hang on a minute. But there is this artist that I really like, and I know they've got these puzzles that will be coming out in Australia eventually. So I want to get those. And I was like, well, there's this series that I like, and I want to continue getting those because I just love that series. And it got to the point where there was too many exceptions to the rule for me to really realistically stick to the idea of no puzzles being bought. So there also is the issue is that a lot of puzzles, when they come out, they'll be released, and once they're gone, they're gone. Then you'll be having a hard time looking for them, perhaps. You might even end up paying more trying to get them. Often, as a consumer, we don't really seem to know when a certain design is going to be re-released later on. You see it with Ravensburger. They've re-released some of their older puzzles in the newer boxes, but we don't know. It's very hit and miss. So you are running the risk of missing out in the end. And you could say, well, so be it. If it happens, it happens. But I know from trying to chase down certain puzzle unicorns that it can be quite a long game, and it doesn't need to be just to sort of prove something. So that idea went out the window. So I thought, well, maybe I could tackle it from the other end in that I would do more puzzles, actually do them, and move them on. Try not to hang on to too many. I was hanging on to a lot once I've done them. It's pretty rare that I will redo a puzzle unless it's for like speed puzzling practice. But it does happen, and I just kind of like to have them sitting there on my shelf. But unfortunately, because I've got so many, these are all the ones that I haven't. Well, not all of them, but see, all the ones you see me behind me are the ones I haven't done. So the idea is that to whittle that down, grab the ones that I've done and are keepers out of boxes and put them out on display so I can see them and I can enjoy looking at them. But I can't do that at the moment because of all of this. So that's one way I'm going to tackle it. Um, I'll see how I go. But the challenge that I'm going to place myself for the new year, and I'm going to start in January, I'm going to see how many puzzles I can get through in the month of January. So I'm actually going to be on leave from work. I don't have any trips planned because I just recently went to the other side of Australia to do the nationals. So that's my budget line, you know, in flights across to there. And so I'll be just spending the time at home. So I am going to put myself a challenge to do as many puzzles as possible in the month of January. And I thought what I could do is check in with you maybe twice in the month to see how I'm going and how many I managed. I am not going to put any restrictions as in like what piece counts. I think anything goes, really. Anything goes. But the ones that I will pick are the ones that I do intend to move on. So to try and make some space from all this madness behind me. So that will be my resolution. Really, is to be a bit more picky with what I buy, and that has already started to happen. But also do way more of the ones that I already have. I think I will be spending less time doing speed puzzling practice. I will restrict myself to doing that in a month or so leading up to the state jigsaw puzzle competition that happen. It's going to happen in May. I think it's late May, or I think late May next year. And so I'll be spending that month practicing. But apart from that, I think I'm going to stick to casual puzzling. My other resolution is to do more larger piece counts. And by that, I mean 2,000 to, I think, probably up to about 6,000. And then I'll see how I go. You will see all of that on this channel. So hopefully you will join me for 2026. And so, yeah, that is my plans in regards to puzzling. But I would love to hear what your resolutions are. Other resolutions that I can think of that I've seen other people mention is that try different brands that they've never tried before. If they've never done wooden puzzles, try them. Try larger piece counts as well. New artists, there's a lot of possibilities. If you've never speed puzzle, maybe that could be a resolution to actually attend a speed puzzling event or do one online. Go to social speed puzzling events that are local to you. Maybe start up a social group. Maybe put together a team. Yeah, there's lots. There's lots you can do. But I would love to hear if you have any puzzle related resolutions for 2026. And what do you think of mine? And most importantly, I want you to guess, how many puzzles do you think I am going to get through in the month of January, knowing that I won't be at work, I'll be at home. I know it might be a bit difficult to sort of put a number because the piece counts will vary. I mean, I've got ones that are less than 300, and I've got ones that are plenty of 2,000. So just for the fun of it, just have a bit of a guess. I really don't know, but I'll be trying my best to get through them. So anyway, I would like to thank you if you have subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. If you have been watching these videos and haven't subscribed, I really urge you to subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow, having more subscribers. Comments are great. They seem to affect the algorithm. Likes as well really help. So, because that's one of my other resolutions for next year is to reach 500 subscribers. At the moment, I have hit 300, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. And thank you so much to everyone who has taken the time to subscribe. So, yeah, I hope you have a safe New Year's Eve. If you're out partying or whatever, you know me, I'll be home and I'll be probably doing a puzzle. Um, and I hope you have a good year next year. And I hope you can come and join me in 2026 to continue on in this sort of puzzling journey that I'm on with you. So until next year, see ya.